Hello. Let me make sure I'm speaking into the correct microphone. Cool. Okay. So I want to go ahead and let you guys know preemptively this is definitely a sipping tea live stream. We are not doing any type of rigorous analysis at all. We are just going to look and read a lot. We're going to read a lot. I've been reading a lot. That's why I pushed the stream back because I've been reading a lot. And I had to figure out how do I want to put all of this together. And I literally just got it together like a few minutes ago. Literally just got it together. So, hello, everybody. I was definitely not late. It is not late if you push back the time. If I say I'm going to meet you at 7 and I text you at 6:30 and I say, hey, I might need to do 7:30. I'm not late. I'm not late. Y'all act like y'all put a deposit in. See, and let's talk about this comment. What do you mean you don't support black businesses? And I didn't even ask for it. Y'all act like I asked for a deposit and kept it and said, I'm not going to live stream today. Thank you for the super chats, everyone. I think I'll just not live stream, but thanks. Oh, also, it's not refundable. Y'all act like I'm just Satan or somebody. Welcome, Sha5N15, Shania. Welcome, Chrissy. Thank you for the like. Be sure to leave a like on your way in, by the way. I'm going to try not to be too messy. I think I can say that. I'm going to try not to be too messy, but it's difficult because her life is Anyway, thank you. Thank you for the like. Be sure to leave a like on your way in. Who else is here tonight? Welcome. They love Ari. Mad Max, welcome. Sibster, Miss Audio. Okay, the usual suspects. This is not the IdGab intro, by the way. This is the PrincePetti channel theme that IdGab took from me because they didn't like their ugly ass intro music. Let's just be real about it. Let me pull up one of my oldest videos because I've been using this music for my channel. Y'all are new here. They decided that my music was better. It is what it is, so they decided to use it. But y'all go back to my dang, I have a lot of shorts. If we could just pull this up on the screen real quick. Look at all of this. Look at this. These purple ones. Let me see. The problem with modern females is that they don't understand men. Let's not go back to my red pill days, actually. We don't need to look at that right now. I'm a changed man. But the point is, I've been using this theme music for years and they stole it from me because Annalicia and I actually used it on our IdGab when we split IdGab in two, remember? And they said we're going to put Kay and Themis together and Anna and Petty together. And Kay and Themis are going to give y'all the books and Anna and Petty are going to give y'all the mess. And so I took my intro over to that and they decided, oh, I like that. So I'm just saying I didn't steal the intro. Very important to clear that up. But welcome everybody. D nice. Just Brandy. Yes, you are on time. Only going to be here for a few. Don't worry. A few minutes is long enough for you to get some of the mess. It's long enough for you to get some of the mess. Okay. So welcome everybody, by the way. Welcome. Alicia. I'm just trying to welcome everybody. So let's begin with a little intro. Then I'll play my actual intro and we can get into it. Jalen Green. Have you guys ever heard of him? He is he is dating Draya, who's the topic of the discussion today. Before we get into that, it's very important that you guys know I have mochi. Have you guys ever tried mochi? Some mango. Little ice cream balls thing. I don't know. But they look good. They taste good. Look at this packaging. It's probably not sustainable or renewable, but it's okay. I don't choose what they package it in. You got to lobby to your senators. I just like it. It's just, this one's mango. I also have cookies and cream, but I feel like you should do fruit flavors instead. So, Jalen Green gets future baby mama Draya's name tatted so we know it's real. Now, let's pause and say that whoever is writing this article at Vibe, Armin Sadler, hip hop reporter. What is a hip hop reporter? At Armin Sadler, hip hop reporter. Anyway, the title is petty. That's all I'm saying. The former Basketball Wives star announced she was pregnant with his child last week. Anywho, they've been a hot topic. She announced she was pregnant with his child. People theorized that he was preying on the 22-year-old Hooper. But his latest tattoo. Now, why do they link when I hit the tattoo right here? Y'all see it's highlighted red. This page comes up. Who cares about Machine Gun Kelly? I thought they were about to show me the tattoo. Anyway. Anywho, people theorize she's preying on him, but his latest tattoo suggests that there may be real love between the two. Green posted a photo wishing his younger sister a happy birthday via Instagram stories on Wednesday, March 13th. But people's eyes were quickly drawn to something else. Fans notice he has Draya tattooed in cursive on his lower stomach, directly beneath a larger tattoo that reads "Believe in yourself." Now, I'm not going to be too petty because I actually have one of my ex's names tattooed on my stomach. I'm very ashamed to admit that, and it's still there. I'm trying to figure out what's the cover up going to be. But I understand how someone young is like, oh my God, I'm so in love. It's going to last forever. I'm going to get the tattoo. You're not going to get my name? Okay, it's okay. I'll just get your name, and you could just do it later. Anyway, this isn't about my story. This is about his story. And he got her name tatted on there. Let's see it. Can I zoom in on that? Come on, Shade Room. Don't fail me now. Don't fail me now. So yeah, a little bit. Just something small. That's all. Just something small. Don't act like y'all wasn't doing it. Anywho, that's it. That's the intro. I don't want to get into the rest of the story because it's just talking about her pregnancy, and we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that. Don't worry about it. So I just wanted to share that quick story. Now let's actually get into the main thing. Okay, but this mochi? Who invented it? Is this a Japanese snack? Y'all might have did something. Okay. A tattoo means real love. Yeah, I'm rolling my eyes too. Not Krishan Petty. Mine is on my stomach. I didn't get anything on my face. I didn't get anything on my neck. Anywho, this is going to be a pictures only live stream. Are you guys ready? Let me put it. It's the 10 minute 30 mark. This is going to be the start. Got it. I'm going to put a timestamp after. Petty's lip smacking is triggering. I'm sorry. I'll starve. I apologize. It's my fault for eating. I know people get hungry because they're humans and usually you eat to solve that, but I won't. I apologize. I won't be eating again in the future. Me and my boss just talked about this, not eating, but acknowledgement. He was like, if I send an email and it's a correction, you got to respond and be like, moving forward, I will not do XYZ again. You got to put that moving forward in there. But anyway, you got a little ASMR. So let's get to the topic at hand. Let me move over here. Draya Michele Howard. This is Draya Michele, guys. Keep up, guys. You got to keep up. I'm not going to slow it down for you. Was born on January 23rd, 1985, and was raised in Wyomissing, Pennsylvania. I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm going to quickly Should I do polls? Okay, I'm not going to do polls. So she was born in 1985. That's a strong year. Strong year. 40. Whew. Well, 39, but it's 40. Let's just be real. She was raised in Wyoming, Pennsylvania. So she is an Aquarius, by the way, January 23rd. And this is relevant because I do have a bone to pick with y'all. So I need all the Aquariuses. Is Aquarius is a word. Anyway, I need y'all to do some explaining today because she is your demographic. So you do claim her. The other 11 months of the year, y'all good for now. Y'all are good for now. For now, Scorpios. According to her online biography, as a child, she was fascinated by all things related to beauty. In 2002, 17-year-old Draya found out she was pregnant. As of this video, there have been rumors that her child's father is former NBA player, Gilbert Arenas. I was going to put him on screen, but I decided not to because she said in a now deleted Instagram post that was captured by the Jasmine brand, she revealed that when she was 7 months pregnant, her child's father was locked up and was sent to prison for 10 years. Let me see if I have a link to that post. Yes, I do. Let's see. At 17 years old, I got pregnant by a man who became incarcerated for 10 when I was 7 months pregnant. With help from my mom, I was able to survive. Now, judging from how underdeveloped and young I was, besides living in a very small city in Pennsylvania, there's no way in 2002 I got pregnant by some athlete. How dare they insinuate that? I'm sure that she won't do that in the future. I'm sure that's not what we're going to find out about her as we move forward with her biography. That's not what we're going to do. We're not going to see her get pregnant by athletes. I don't think that's what's going to happen. I certainly don't. I can say with 5% certainty that that's not going to happen, with a 5% margin of error, of course. So she said there's no way she got pregnant by some athlete. And if she had, there's not a chance in effing hell she would have wasted 7 years of her life working, quote, in the club, because clearly child support would be on fleek. I have never received a dime of child support in my life, and that's okay. I have also never attempted to say anyone other than who my son is named after. Yes, he's a junior, was the father. So, I'm just saying. Let's go back. So she wanted to clear that up, right? She said she was not dating some NBA player at the time and she wasn't getting no child support. Her baby daddy is locked up in prison for something. She don't tell us what. So she gave birth to her son, Nico, in December 2002, right? And she did say her son was named after his father, but he has Draya's last name. And that's not a lot to go off of as far as finding his identity in case anyone's trying to snoop. I wouldn't, of course, but in case anyone's trying to snoop, it's difficult because all you have to go off of is that his first name is Nico and he was incarcerated. So like calling the prisons and being like, hey, do you guys have anybody named Nico there? Is like not a very right. Anyway, I'm just saying. So because she wasn't receiving any child support, she started stripping to make ends meet. Now, I personally feel like there could have been some extra steps there. I'm not judging her choice, and I'm sure that I'm sure that the way that this is being reported on is like news organizations word stuff in a certain way, right, to get clicks. So but I feel like if my homie was like, yeah, man, I'm a little behind on rent this month, so I'm gonna have to sell some masks. There's no other option. I feel like we could have done Uber, Lyft in between. Who am I to judge though? But of course, Uber, Lyft, and DoorDash, I don't think all of these things came about at that time. So, it's understandable her choices from my perspective. So at some point she shifted gears and she decided to pursue a career as a singer. She moved to Los Angeles, but according to the Shade Room, very credible and non-petty organization. Anyway, according to them, her voice was not good enough to make it as a star. So she started modeling and she appeared in music videos. But according to the Shade Room, big fashion designers were not interested in her. And a lot of the men's magazines turned her down because of her figure and her long neck. Now, this is the part that surprised me because when I pulled up This is her, by the way. So I feel like she's model material, but I'm not the person who picks models. So who am I? Who am I, right? Anywho, yeah, they said she was not model material. And it was surprising to me, but I'm not in charge of that. Eventually, she connected with some editors and some video directors, and they got her roles in music videos with artists like Jay-Z and The Game and Kanye West and some other people, right? And after finally getting the recognition that she felt like she deserved, she started moving in some different cliques. She had some relationships with a few celebrities, and while she wasn't in LA, she was working in Philadelphia. What kind of work was she doing? We don't know, and we don't have to guess. Now, you might be asking, where was her son? Where was her son while she was out and dating celebrities and throwing it back in the music videos and working in Philly? You might be asking yourself that question. She was not. She was not asking herself that question at all. Unfortunately, he was at home all by his lonesome. And in 2011, a Philadelphia news outlet reported that Draya's son, Nico, was coming home from school to their empty Wymessing, still gonna mispronounce that, apartment and spending nights alone, while Draya was working an hour and a half away in Philly. So on December 16, 2011, Nico called 911 at 2 a.m. in the morning. I wonder if we can find that call. And he told dispatchers he was home alone. He told them that he called his mom earlier in the day, and she said she was going to a tanning salon and would be home soon. However, she never came home. Nico said he called her about 20 times, but she didn't answer. And when the officers arrived at the apartment, they described it as looking like it had been ransacked. And there were women's bras and panties scattered all over the place. A small dog was in a cage, and police saw dog boo-boo and urine scattered around the apartment. Nico then proceeded to tell the authorities everything he had been going through. According to Nico, he would get off the bus every day after school, walk to their apartment complex. Once there, he would have to wait for another resident to either leave or enter the parking garage gate so that he could get into the building. Let me pull up I thought this might be helpful to have a picture of a parking garage gate, because I was like, what do you mean? I know about the door, right? Like you got to wait for somebody to open the door to enter, but a gate, can't you go around, over? But if this is what the gate looks like, then understandable, right? Understandable. So he would have to wait for somebody to either enter or leave the gate, so the garage gate, so he could get into the building. He said his mom would leave the apartment door unlocked, and she kept microwave dinners for him in the freezer. Not hungry, man. Excuse me, this is not funny. But hungry, man, really? Anyway, let me pause here and say the fact that the idea that your child has to rely on a complete stranger to be led into the gate is wild, and he just has to like stand out here and just waiting and hope nobody comes to snatch me while I wait here for somebody. Hope the people opening the gate and closing the gate don't turn out to be some child snatchers or something like that. And so the fact that you leave your door unlocked 24/7 is also wild to me, because if he's lucky enough to get past them child snatchers at the gate, now he has to wonder, I hope no one decided to come and squat in my apartment and wasn't checking doors to see where they could stay or something. I don't know. I just hope nobody's in here, since the door is open all day and there's no security in the way that you might have if the door was locked. That just seems unsafe to me. And I did pull up the case as well. You guys probably can't see that. These are just some details about the case, but you can look it up yourself. It's Commonwealth of Pennsylvania versus Andrea Howard. But that's not what we're here to talk about right now. What we're here to talk about is he got off the bus every day. He comes back here and does all this stuff. And while the police officers were questioning him and he's telling them this stuff, apparently Nico got hungry. He grabbed a TV dinner from the freezer and he stood on the counter in order to reach the microwave. And I literally cried, y'all. I was like, oh. Anyway, this is not a good look for Draya. I'm not gonna lie. Police called Draya's mom, who initially picked Nico up and brought him to her home. Maybe they should have done that in the first place. I don't know. Anyway, it isn't. Anyway, however, according to the police report, Nico was eventually placed in Child Protective Services while the authorities investigated the case. Didn't I tell y'all this was going to be a juicy tea sipping day? Be sure to leave a like, by the way. So, according to the police, Draya didn't return home until 8:45 in the morning, in the a.m. She was placed in jail for child endangerment charges and was released on a $25,000 bail. Since she was a first-time offender, she was eventually sentenced to 2 years of probation, ordered to attend family counseling, and perform 40 hours of community service. Let's take a tea sipping break. Why not give him a key? That's what I'm saying. They're latchkey kids, not wait for the garage to open kids. According to the last Wikipedia thing I read, it's called a latchkey kid. I don't know. Maybe they changed the name overnight. Okay, break over. So she was ordered to 2 years of probation, attend family counseling, and perform 40 years of community service. So when Draya appeared on the TV show, right, Basketball Wives, her castmates found out about these allegations and they labeled her a deadbeat mom. Now, Draya told these people to their face that her son was never taken away from her. But that was a lie, and it was exposed when the online investigators dug up the police report, right? Ultimately, Draya seemed unfazed, and she made a series of tweets in which she said that all the immature haters kept her motivated. She also expressed excitement about moving her mom and her son to LA to be with her. So apparently at the time, it seems like her child was in her mother's custody. So I feel like it's weird for you to be fighting your castmates like, I am a good mother. What are you talking about? And you don't even have your children in the house with you and your mom's taking care of them. Not that that's a problem, because my mom and my grandma and my great grandma, right? You have a community that you can rely on, but like every day, all day, for all time. Anyway, so not saying legal custody, by the way. I'm just saying the child was in the mother's custody as far as just living there with her. So as a cast member of Basketball Wives, however, Dre's business continued to get put on blast, and there were blogs who were eager to dig up her bodies, but Draya insisted that she was a changed woman. During an interview with a radio station, she was asked if she considered herself, can I say that word? A lady of the night. And she said, I don't think I'm considered a lady of the night no more. Well, let me say the direct quote. Let's not mince words. I don't think I'm considered a hoe no more. I really don't got nobody in the last like 2 or 3 years. No, your wholeness can get deleted. That's what she said. Anyway, now despite the negative publicity that perpetually surrounds this woman, there were ninjas who were still ready to risk it all. During an interview with Inside the Huddle, Draya stated she met Orlando Scandrick through mutual friends. Let's pull up a picture of him real quick. All right, are you guys feeling this pair? I'm sure that there's not going to be any wild stories about these two. Let's continue reading. So they met each other through mutual friends. At the time, Orlando was playing for the Dallas Cowboys. Draya said she was a bit disappointed because he was only 5'10". How tall is she? Hold up. I got to look this up. Because earlier I was like, have your standards. But then I was like, wait, what if she's like 5'10"? That might make more sense. Okay, she's 5'7", so I can see it. I can see the issue. So she was disappointed because he was only 5'10". But they apparently had a decent time during their first meeting at a nightclub. And they went out for breakfast afterward. Wait, they had a decent time at the nightclub and went out for breakfast afterward. Well, that's weirdly wrote. Did they spend the night together, or did they meet up for breakfast but did not spend the night together? I don't know. I feel like it's the first one. Now, at this point, some of you may be asking, where is her child? Where was Nico when she was out all night, right? Where was Nico when she was having breakfast with this man? Did she bring him home some food this time? Well, you might be wondering about these questions, but Draya Michele certainly was not. So don't worry about that. Anyway, Orlando told Inside the Huddle that after meeting Draya, he thought she was cute, but her attitude was terrible. Either way, they started dating sometime around 2013, and in true Draya fashion, there was drama from the very start. In a photo posted on Instagram, let me pull that photo up. I had to go and find this, y'all. I had to go and find this. But luckily, Pinterest never deletes these things apparently. So, the photo says baby mamas be like, "Damn, his girlfriend looking good tonight. Let me start some drama." Why did she make this post? Let's see. It looks like she was alluding to the mother of Orlando's twin daughters, causing some drama behind the scenes. Also, her basketball wives co-stars accused Orlando of cheating on Andrea. Hold up, who is Andrea? Let me look this up. Oh, I keep forgetting Draya Michele. Her name is actually Andrea, not Andrea. Andrea. I keep forgetting that's her full name. So the basketball wives co-stars accused him of cheating on her with Jackie Christie's daughter Chantel. Orlando admitted that during a brief breakup with Draya. Let me see if I can see who is Chantel. Let me save that. Let me continue reading. Orlando admitted that during a brief breakup with Draya, his friends tried to hook him up with Chantel, and he chatted with her for a few days. However, when Chantel arrived at his home and exited the car, he said he was immediately turned off. He added, quote, "All I remember is she had a mole. She's brown-skinned and she's chubby, and none of that is my type." So, some questions. Why are you cheating on a woman who's your ideal type, I guess, with a woman who you say you don't even like? Anyway, whatever. I love that for him. He has a type. It is not brown skinned. It is not chubby, period. And he got Draya Michele instead. And they were made for each other. I'm sure we're not about to get into any ghetto, messy details about their relationship in the next few minutes. We're probably not about to do that. I can say with 5% certainty, I can say we're not about to do that, with a 5% margin of error, of course. He then explained how he passed Chantel off to one of his friends. I don't know who Chantel is, but I hope she has good self-esteem, because I can't imagine someone saying, "I don't like this woman because I don't like brown-skinned chubby girls, but I'll give it to my buddy here." Anywho, let me look up Chantel. I just want to see who we're talking about. Do any of y'all know Chantel? Because I'm confused. I can't find Chantel anywhere. It says Jackie Christie's daughter. Let me search Jackie Chris. Is it Chris or Christy? Christy. Now Chantel is saying she made up the rumors. But how is Orlando saying, "Yeah, okay, we were doing this while I was on a break, but then I wasn't attracted to her," but Chantel is saying she's making it up? I'm going to keep this article up. How can I find this, but I can't find Bossip? It's from Bossip.com. I don't know if that's considered reputable. I'm just looking for. This is the only picture I can find of her. This is literally. I'm looking here. So this is her. I don't think she looks ugly. But he's not attracted to brown skin, he said. I don't know which one is. Is this her? Is this her? No. Oh, that's her mom. I can't find her, y'all. I think this is her. I can't find other photos of her. So she clearly doesn't want to be found. So I'm not going to sit here and try and find somebody who don't want to be found. That's fine. Used to rock with Bossip. Okay, we're going to get into that article towards the end. Don't worry. So he wasn't attracted to her, but luckily he and Draya are attracted. And he passed off Chantel to one of his friends, he said. So what was Draya doing? Draya decided to stand by her man. She said she's pretty sure he wouldn't be interested in someone like Chantel. Draya said that she was his ultimate woman because she weighed 119 pounds and was shaped like a model. Now, as far as being shaped like a model, like I said in the beginning, the model agencies didn't seem to think so, but that's neither here nor there. Orlando offered to pay her twice the amount of her basketball wife's salary if she agreed to leave the show. So Draya stepped away from the reality series. I would too. But eventually appeared in her own web series called Blame Draya. I've never heard about it, but I'm sure it did well. And I just want to pause and say, if someone doubles my salary to quit my job, anyway, in August 2014, Draya announced that she and Orlando had broken up. Let me go back to their picture. There. Shortly after the announcement, the NFL suspended Orlando for the first 4 games of 2014, the 2014-2015 season after he failed a drug test. According to TMZ, Orlando stated he unknowingly consumed some Molly while vacationing in Mexico with Draya. The old slip and fall. You know how it is. It was right there on the ground, and I tried to run away, but I slipped and slid down the ground, and it popped in my mouth. Oh my goodness. Anyway, I don't know. Maybe somebody put it in his drink. I don't know. But you know how it is, the old slip and fell. Sports fans, however, blamed Draya for everything, which prompted her to issue a statement on Twitter. Draya said she wasn't at fault, but she would support Orlando through the ordeal. They went through a few more breakups and some on and off situationships and mess until Draya announced their engagement in June 2015. And let me just say, I love that for them. We all know when you have 6 breakups every month for a year and then you get married right after, it always turns out good. Let's continue this story and find out if it turns out good. It usually always does. Anywho, although she was proud to flaunt her $400,000 7-carat diamond engagement ring, she told People magazine that they were in no rush to set a wedding date. A month later, Orlando called off their engagement. He told TMZ Sports, in hindsight, it was a poor decision to propose. He also said he was anxious to move on with his life and get the away from Draya. The quick announcement and even quicker retraction of their engagement had a lot of people wondering what exactly happened and how did things go sour so quickly. Well, an insider told blogger Love B. Scott, I don't think I said that right, that Draya bought the ring herself. She also reported that her PR rep, she reportedly told her PR rep to plant the engagement story on the internet. And the insider added that Orlando never proposed, and for months he was actually trying to figure out how to get away from Draya. The source added that Draya wouldn't leave his house and was acting like a squatter. However, Draya clapped back. In a statement to TMZ, she said, "I just got involved in a circus and I didn't know I was the clown." Ooh. I didn't know I was the clown. As for the rumors that she bought her own ring and faked her engagement, Draya denied the allegations. Denied, right? Weeks later, Orlando filed a restraining order against her. He claimed that 2 months before their alleged engagement, alleged or alleged, I feel like both are correct, alleged engagement, Draya got into a physical altercation with him and pepper sprayed him during an argument. He also accused her of throwing candles at him and knocking pictures off his wall. And then during a separate incident that reportedly went down in July 2015, he accused her of throwing a porcelain jewelry holder and books at him. Porcelain is hard, y'all. Ouch. He also said she threatened to throw bleach in his eyes. Orlando accused Draya of throwing his clothing in a bathtub and in his swimming pool. The judge granted his order of protection and told Draya to stay at least 100 yards away from him. And I haven't looked at that court case just yet, but if it's true, all of this stuff he's alleging, thank goodness he was allowed a restraining order so he could get away from her. So anyway, 1 month after Orlando came clean about what he had been going through, Draya told Power 106 radio station they were back together. She seemed to justify the toxicity and negative aspects of her relationship. Draya said, quote, "We're Black and in a relationship. Black people in a relationship, they feel me. I, in fact, do not feel her." I can't speak on the rest of the Black community. I can't speak on y'all. Black people in the comments, let me know. Is this true? You ain't Black if you ain't been stabbed by your partner at least one time. Okay, is that what we're doing? The happy times didn't last long, though. Shocker. Days after announcing their reconciliation, Draya shared photos on Instagram of Orlando allegedly destroying her bedroom. In the caption, she called him the cornball of the year and accused him of trying to make her look crazy when he was the crazy one. Do we have those pictures? Yes, we do. Let me see. Can we zoom in on these? Where are those pictures? So yeah, last month, Dallas Cowboys Orlando filed a restraining order against his fiancee, Draya Michele, claiming she tossed his clothes in the pool and threatened to put bleach in his eyes. Last night, it was Orlando's turn to play crazy. Draya exposes Orlando's antics by posting and quickly deleting the destruction he waged on her last night. Why did she delete it? I'm sure she didn't delete it because they're going to get back together. I'm sure that's not what's going to happen. I can say with almost 5% certainty that that is not what's going to happen next, with a 5% margin of error, of course. Let's see. Cornball of the year went out of his way to make me look crazy, but is actually a little off himself. That's why I stayed silent. The truth was going to reveal itself. I don't know. What do you guys think? Then she posted this and said, "So sexy when you're mad. Hard eyes. Hashtag man crush Monday." Yeah, oh, I'm so glad we're past that. I'm so glad we're past man crush Monday and women crush Wednesday. I'm so glad we're past that. Oh, I can't believe. Anyway, so sexy when you're mad. I love that. Let's leave that up while we here. I'll get you guys both the photos in the same. There you go. So yeah. Orlando, however, had bigger things to worry about because a few weeks after their public back and forth, he tore 2 ligaments in his right knee and was benched. How did he tear them? Maybe it was when he was throwing these clothes around. We don't know. Or it was probably when he was playing football. But he was benched. And with all this extra time on their hands, Draya announced in January 2016 that she had gotten pregnant and they were expecting a baby boy. I'm sorry, this is not the funny part yet. Weeks after her announcement, she and Orlando broke up again. I'm sorry. That's not the funny part either. It's just I laugh when I'm tired, and it is very exhausting to read this. Imagine living this. Like, it's exhausting just to read this. So imagine living it. So yeah, they broke up again weeks after she said she got pregnant and they were expecting, which was weeks after they weeks after these photos where he's throwing stuff. So they broke up again. In an Instagram post, she said Orlando went to Vegas and did something that forced her to end things. What did he do? We don't know. They welcomed their son Drew in April 2016, and by this point, their relationship was back on track. Yes, I love it. I love Black love. Anyway, then in 2017, an anonymous source sent Baller Alert blog a picture that was allegedly taken at Orlando's bedside. The image included medication that is reportedly used to treat herpes. However, the image has since been virtually erased from the internet. Months after Drew's first birthday, Orlando found out that having a baby by Draya was going to cost him some money. Court records that confirmed Orlando was earning close to $500,000 per month, while Draya was making about $33,000 per month. Jesus. In July 20, that's what the court documents confirmed. But in July 2017, the court awarded her child support payments of a little over $24,000 per month. And I just know the manosphere is punching the air right now, just punching it. Let me see if I have pictures of that order. Can I share this? We have pictures of the order. So I'll just put that on screen. If you guys want to look at that. I don't know if you can see it. So yeah, manosphere punching the air. Fast forward to December 2017. Draya took to Twitter to rant about Nico's homework. You guys remember Nico, her child? The one from the child endangerment case. You guys remember that Nico? Well, Nico, who was 13 at the time, was reportedly required to recite a 4-minute speech at home every day, and Draya was required to sign off on it. Draya said she was all for helping him with his homework, but she felt like the teacher was harassing her by requiring her to sign the sheet of paper every day. Now, I personally think, I'm stepping away from the script for a second. I personally think, and this is pure speculation, by the way, this is not confirmed. These are just my thoughts. She didn't like having to be home with him every day. Like, wait a minute, you're telling me I have to actually be around my child and help him with homework. This means that I can't be in California or Pennsylvania. I don't know where she wanted to be, but she didn't want to be home in my mind. And that's what made her upset. But, anywho, I'm just saying, y'all know how deadbeat dads be, right? Don't act like this is a new concept. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Draya said that after hearing the speech 2 times a day for a month straight, she refused to sign off on it one night. Draya added, and today he doesn't get points because I don't want to sign it. It's not my damn homework, but it feels like it. What do y'all think? Well, what do y'all think? Let me know in the comments, guys. Because she don't want to know what I think. But Black Twitter gave their thoughts, and the backlash was so intense that Draya deleted her tweet. After a couple years of maintaining a seemingly okay relationship, Orlando was noticeably absent from Draya's 36th birthday. The following month, she deleted all traces of him from her Instagram and they unfollowed each other. I'm sure this is the end for certain, right, guys? Maybe. Let's continue reading. By then, Orlando had bounced around to several different teams before getting cut twice by the Eagles. His final release from the team was in October 2019, and people wondered if Draya would continue to stay by his side or if she was going to link up with another athlete with deeper pockets. She hopped on her Instagram story to announce, if anyone has anything to say about me or the guy I used to be engaged to, save it. We don't care. I have been single the entire month of December. Now, the entire month of December is not a very long time to be single, but we celebrate people's individual accomplishments over here. That's what we do. It doesn't matter if it's long or not to everyone else. It might be long to her. So anyway, she said it's been a month and I ain't talking to nobody, so y'all can hush them rumors up. Y'all can hush them rumors up. So she's been single for the whole time of December. As for Orlando, he moved on with WNBA player Draya Michele. Let me see if I have a picture of her. Yep. Can I share this? I'm just trying to. I only have the pregnant pictures, but she's still glowing. She's still giving what needs to be gave. So y'all can look at the pregnant pictures while we go through some of this mess. So while Draya is single, Orlando, he moved on with WNBA player Draya Michele, and she gave birth to his 4th child, a baby boy named Legend, in March 2023. Aww. According to SandraRose.com, Draya had to break the news to her husband that Orlando was the baby's father. Draya had to break the news to her husband that Orlando was the baby's father. We'll just gloss over that. We're not here to tell her story. We're here for Draya. I just had to include that. Since she had to move out of Orlando's house for good, Draya purchased her own home. Let me see if we can get some more bumps, some more bump pictures. Oh, look at their little baby. Oh. I'm not about to read y'all comments around this woman just because she had to tell her husband about her boyfriend's baby. Excuse me, about her baby not being his. Well, yeah, her boyfriend's baby. Is this what y'all are doing in the WNBA? So y'all doing the same thing they do in the NBA? Really? I better not hear no comments. Y'all know these people do it in the NBA. I better not hear no comments about it. No comments. Anywho, let's get back to Draya. Why is my Google talking? I didn't even say anything to her. Anywho. So yeah, she gave birth to his child, had to tell her husband that Orlando was the father. We're not going to talk about that. So Draya had to move out of out of Orlando's house. So she purchased her own home in 2020. When online users accused her of using child support checks to buy the property, Draya took to Twitter to state, quote, she doesn't receive a dime of support from anyone. I know what you're thinking, though. What about the 2017 child support order that we discussed earlier? Well, apparently both parents can mutually agree to terminate a child support order. In the state of California, they can choose to terminate it early. However, there's not a record of that request in their court files to my knowledge. Let's get back to Nico. You guys remember Nico, her son, her oldest child? Y'all forgot? She certainly did. At this point, Nico has been enrolled at Georgia State University, in August 2021. As of currently, he appears to be living his best life. I think we might have some pictures of him actually. Let's see if we can bring those up. Oh, here's a picture of him with his mom. This is very important because we don't see a lot of pictures with him and his mom for some reason. Not sure why. But here he is. And people call her a deadbeat. What? Look at how happy she is with her son. Don't worry about the first 20 years of his life she missed. That's not what this is about. This is about the years she didn't miss. That's what this is about. And he was having a good time in college. Apparently, he was tooting it up with the boys. Nothing wrong with that. I know you guys like to toot it up with the boys from time to time. So yeah, y'all know y'all can go to my shorts. Y'all can go to my shorts. Y'all already know what's up. So he appears to be having a very good time. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing going on with that. I'm just saying he's having a good time in Georgia State University. And Draya, she moved on with Tyrod. Let me put him on the screen. So she moved on with this man. I think he's a NFL player. She moved on with NFL player Tyrod Taylor. And look at them. They look cute together. Then in 2023, she was spotted out with Houston Rockets shooting guard Jalen Green. Now we are finally up to the present. So by this point, people were used to Draya chasing after athletes, but what made many people raise their eyebrows was Draya and Jalen's 17-year age difference. People were even more alarmed when they realized Jalen was only 10 months older than Draya's eldest son, Nico. Remember him, guys? Nico, the child endangerment one, tooting it up at college. Anyway, as people expressed concern over their relationship, they also wondered if Jalen was aware of Draya's past. Usually when it comes to judging a woman's past, by the way, I'm against it. But those child endangerment and DV accusations is too much for me. It's too much, guys. During a September 2023 chat with the Shade Room, Draya said she was open to having another child, and she wasn't worried about whether the child was conceived with someone she was in a relationship with. She said, I'm very non-traditional. I feel like you can co-parent without being in a relationship. Maybe just two people say, hey, you want a kid, I want a kid. Let's just have a kid and let's just see. That's what Draya Michele said. Anyway, reactions were mixed. One person said the fact that y'all are okay purposely creating broken homes is wild to me, sad. Another person wrote, she is mentally the same age as her baby dad. And I do consider this shots fired, by the way. In January 2024, rumors were going around that Draya was looking very pregnant. Let me see if we have a photo from January 2024. So they said it was a courtside photo, but I can't find it. She was apparently sitting courtside and looking pregnant. But this was her in January 2024. So y'all can decide if she looked pregnant at the time. Y'all know how it went with Halle Bailey. So 39-year-old Draya waited until International Women's Day in March 2024 to announce that she and 22-year-old Jalen were expecting a baby girl. This will make Draya the proud parent of 3 children by 3 men. I love that for her. As for Jalen, he's a first-time father. I love that for him. Some online users applauded Draya for securing the bag, especially since Jalen is locked into a $40 million rookie contract. But others are questioning what she could possibly have in common with someone like him, a child. Anyway, not a child legally. I shouldn't say that, actually. An adult, a childish adult. Well, I don't know that he's childish, but y'all already know how I feel about 21-year-olds and how they are the teenagers of adults, basically, who think they know everything about life. Anyway, other people expressed disappointment, right, for Jalen for creating a child with a woman who has a reputation for, quote, busting it wide open since before he was born. They also aren't pleased with Draya bringing another child into the world due to her past parenting issues. Hopefully this baby will not be raised on Hungry Man, frozen dinners. Maybe this child will get some home-cooked meals. Only time will tell. Only time will tell. That is the end of the mess, guys. I'm dropping the link now and pinning it so that you guys can I wasn't sure if anyone wanted to give their opinion or if anyone was just if there was any part that anyone wanted to comment on is what I'm saying. Then the panel is open. The panel is open. All I wanted to discuss was what I felt like was a very messy, just a messy life. This is a whole lifetime. How are you doing this for a whole lifetime? This is so messy. I can understand like 18 to 28. I can understand. But it's been 11 years since 28. That is so wild to me. That is so wild. 11 years after 28. That's a strong age. A strong age. But yeah, I mean, I'm happy for them. She's pregnant and glowing. He's playing basketball. They're together. And let me see what she said one more time. She said, I'm very non-traditional. I feel like you can co-parent without being in a relationship. Maybe just two people say, hey, you want a kid, I want a kid. Let's just have a kid and let's just see. Yeah, I love that for them. I love that. Let me play my outro. We can have a short after show. My mochi melted. I had one ball left. I forgot to eat it. But I promised y'all I wouldn't eat. So it's just going to have to. It's just. Oh, JC missed the whole thing. Well, you didn't miss the chance to leave a like. It does help out the algorithm. And I do think this story is important for people to be aware of. I think it's important that we I don't think it's important. I just think it's messy. But even mess is important, is it not? Dare I say mess is more important than non-mess. That's what I say. So let's pull up something else that I think is important while we're here. I have to ask y'all something. I have to ask y'all this because I'm very confused. So I have to ask y'all. This is completely unrelated, by the way. Completely unrelated. Have you guys seen the man who's like, I ain't fresh? I just wanted to watch it because. Okay, let's watch together.
I ain't fresh. I ain't fresh. You're not fresh. No.
At all. No, sir.
You just gotta take your L, bro.
Yo, this shit is.
Before she comments, how do y'all feel about this? Any thoughts? Any thoughts about this so far? Do we feel like he's fresh? Let's start there. Alicia don't like it. Well, I have some bad news for you. He is in fact not fresh. He is in fact not fresh. He's cute and adorable. Looks clean to me. Not okay. We have some mixed reviews. He's dressed average. Is fresh. So what is fresh? Is fresh average? Because when I'm thinking fresh, I'm thinking like this looks cool. What did the old people say? This looks hip. This is hip. I don't think people say swag anymore. I don't even think people say drip anymore. What do people say now? Riz? Is this a Rizzy outfit? Anyway, let's continue.
Shit is kind of slick, pissed me off. Now I know I don't know these people or what the conversation was leading up until this point, but ain't no fucking way y'all gonna say this man not fresh. Let's just analyze this shit from head to motherfucking top.
Oh, she's cursing a lot. I forgot. I'm not going to go through the whole video, but I feel like y'all standards are really, really low. I feel like y'all standards are extremely low. I have seen stitch after stitch on this video. Stitch after stitch. Not the outfit from Lost and Found. Oh, coordination, average attire. He looks like a crayon. Oh, he's coordinated. What I found is that the older crowd seems to like it more, and he does look older. He looks maybe 56, 46, I don't know. But the older crowd seems to like it more. Yeah, I mean, maybe fresh for 2004, but his pants are not comically large, and his shirt is not comically large, and his shoes are not comically large. So I don't know if that was that period in 2004 when everybody was wearing really, really baggy pants and shirts, really long shirts, but I wouldn't say fresh for 2004. Let's continue though.
Oh, bitch. All right, so boom. Let's start with the haircut and a nicely trimmed beard. If you went to a barber, we're gonna.
Oh, she has copyright music, so I can't. But she, like a lot of people, are going to say he has a haircut and beard and a shirt and pants and shoes. Y'all, is that the standard? Is the standard he has on a shirt and pants? Is the standard for fresh he has on a shirt and pants? What comes up on Google when I search fresh outfits for guys? Well, these are some interesting ones. Hold up. How are y'all feeling about these outfits? I'm not like a fashion person, so I don't know what's fresh and what's not. Is this stuff fresh? Anywho, let's go back. I guess I don't get why the women are making fun of him. The outfit is average, but isn't worth a lot of comment. Let me see.
I ain't fresh. I ain't fresh. You're not fresh. No.
At all.
Just take
No, sir.
You just gotta take your L, bro.
Yo, this shit is.
You just got to take your L. You're not fresh. Look, if you don't, what? Did I tell y'all this story? My girlfriend, I think I asked her, "Am I the best you've ever had?" She did not answer me. She said, "You shouldn't ask questions to which the answers you can't handle." So we're not together anymore. This was like years ago, by the way, and that's not why our relationship ended. It is, but why would you ask a question and then get upset when people answer it? So you want me to lie? Yes, you are very fresh, sir. This is like the coolest outfit I've ever seen. What? Pinstripe shirt with the jeans and shoes? What? And it's matching. Look, the shoes and the shirt go together. And he may have gotten a haircut recently. Anywho, I do feel like a fresh haircut, though. A fresh haircut, immediately, it doesn't matter what outfit. A fresh haircut does make someone look fresher. But clothes, no, I'm not feeling this, guys. I'm not feeling this. Apparently, he asked. I mean, let's go back.
I ain't fresh. I ain't fresh. You're not fresh. No.
At all.
Just take
Okay, maybe the at all. Maybe is that where y'all are like, no, it's too much.
No, sir.
You just gotta take your L, bro.
I do want to point out he has creased jeans. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure if that's fresh. Welcome. You are late, but you can comment. Do you think this man is fresh or not? That's like 2000s. Possibly.
Yo, this shit.
I ain't fresh. I ain't fresh.
Anyway, I have seen so many videos stitching this man. Everybody's like, then he got 2 big Whataburger cups in the bag. You know this man is rich. And I'm like, this feels like, I don't know. It feels like coping. I feel like this man is average or mediocre. And people are coping and upset because they told you, yes, you are average. You are not fresh. No. The women are mean, but he should not have asked. The women clap back, but we ain't gonna look at that. So nobody came up to give their thoughts about Draya Michele's messy life after I went through this entire hour reading all of this for you. Nobody had any comments. I guess I did it all for no reason. I won't be doing it again. I thought we was gonna become a gossip channel, but y'all weren't feeling it, so it's fine. Thank you everyone for joining. Be sure to leave a like if you haven't already. And subscribe if you haven't already. Actually, before I go, let's pull up some stats. Let's pull up some stats because I was very surprised to see. Let's pull up the analytics. I'm calling y'all out. I almost forgot to do this. I'm so glad I remembered. I got to call you guys out, and I can do it live because YouTube shows you live. Let me pull up the analytics. YouTube shows me live. I can see live who's in my thing. I can see who's here right now. I can see it. And I'm about to call y'all out. This is live. I can watch this change in real time. Let me see. Can I screenshot it? Okay, I guess I have to screenshot it. It's fine. It won't let me share this page. They're trying to protect me. Anywho, let me quickly present this. Where'd it go? I don't know what I'm doing. Oh my God, am I getting old? I don't know how to use computers anymore. Anyway, it's so small. Can I get a zoom? I got to zoom manually. Okay. Hitting zoom like 50 times, guys. Just so you guys can see this. Don't ever say I don't work for y'all. So I can look right now and see who's in this stream, and it says that 29.4% of y'all are not subscribed. How are you on the live streams and not subscribed? I understand the videos and the shorts because that's like regular, but how are you watching the live stream every week, by the way? Because I can go back week after week after week. I'm not about to because it takes too long for me to screenshot this and zoom in this much, but I can go back week after week after week, and every single week the same people return to watch my live stream but don't subscribe. 29% of y'all. Who are y'all? It's 102 people right now, so that's about 29.5 people. So I know it's about 29 of y'all and maybe one underage person. Don't know why you're here, because we talk about adult topics. We talk about real stuff. We're talking about Draya Michele, child endangerment. This might be too mature for a young audience. So I just need y'all to explain while y'all are here. Go ahead. This is live. Well, it's not live because I can't put up the actual thing, but this was a screenshot from just seconds ago. 29%. Which 30 of y'all put a 2 if you're one of the 30? It's okay. Come outside. We're not going to hurt you. Put a 2 if you're one of the 30. Because what are you doing here every week? To hate? To regularly? Yeah, you don't understand how I feel. To regularly hate? Why else would you not be subscribed unless you were here hating? I watch from my non-banned account. Oops, I forgot I did ban somebody accidentally, but I think they're unbanned now, hopefully. I like the ban button. It's not a confirm. Are you sure you want to, like, you can accidentally hit it and that's it. It's gone. And it removes all the comments from that live stream. But I don't think that was production. That was someone else. Why would we admit that? Is it you? Is it you, Princess Side? That's an odd question. Not the subscriber count went up 1. Don't try and fix it now. I don't see any answers. Sometimes I even unlike videos because I don't want to be suggested similar content. Stellar Star 36, come up. Let's chat. We're not going to hurt you. I promise. I just have questions. You are protected here. This is a safe space where we can just ask questions. That's all. Y'all know we don't sip tea on this channel. And we don't do ad hominems. We just stick to the facts and ask questions. No. Okay, it's fine. Not show yourselves heathens. It's fine. Well, thank you anyway. I'm done calling out the haters. One of them came out. Shout out to Stellar for saying it with her chest and leaving a heart. So thank you guys. Leave a like if you haven't, subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you guys on the next one. Good night.